These stories are about my reluctant and, dare I say, courageous journey into understanding and identifying my emotions and what I've learned. I'm super grateful for the questions you ask because they're guiding this fantastic adventure. This week's topic came from Danica, who wanted to know how to be an innovator, which means this week's topic is about mistakes, the secret weapon of innovation. In the first video, I talked about a time I made a mistake and I thought it was the worst thing ever. In the next video, I talked about a time I made a mistake and realized I could innovate. In this video, I'm focusing on a time I got excited about making mistakes because I knew I would be able to innovate. The next video will be the meditation, and then you'll see the Friday or the Friday Ditty, where I pull it all together and I get a little more poetic and a little more nerdy and make sense of the journey. All these videos will appear in the playlist Mistakes, the Secret Weapon of Innovation. I'm Angela, and this is me, making sense of myself. Today I'm starting with the question, when was a time you looked forward to a mistake because you knew you would innovate? Well, this is actually pretty current, and it's actually about the show. I looked forward to doing this show and tried to remember that mistakes were going to happen along the way, or that something was going to happen that I might view as a mistake. And when I set up the show, I really thought it was very important to travel this path so that you guys could see my process from, for instance, this week, a time I was certain I made a mistake, another time where I made a mistake, but I got this idea, I could innovate, or I got an experience, like with the turkey. I can be surprised and I can make mistakes, and this is great because it led to innovation and doing things differently in the future. And then today, I would like to say this whole time I've looked forward to going, if there's a mistake or whatever. The reality of it is when we designed the show, we designed it in such a way that I have to make 5 recordings a week, which for me is a lot. As many of you know, I have a neurological disorder and unfortunately was just diagnosed with something else. You could see I'm wearing a heart monitor. And so it has been extremely overwhelming for me to do this so often and so much. And I was so determined to keep it going because I don't know, after I have these conversations with myself and with you guys, I do generally feel better. But I think that innovation, I need to innovate. I need to change how I'm doing this, or maybe how often I'm doing this to much less. Maybe, I don't know if it's going to be weekly. I don't know. I still don't have a lot of answers. What I do know is that I need to innovate. So what are some of the challenges I'm having to overcome to even let you guys know that hey, this has been hard and extremely challenging, and I've gotten so many great things from it. But the challenges that I'm having to overcome to recognize, okay, it is definitely time to innovate, is judgment. I am totally judging myself. In some ways, it's like, that was wrong. You should have done it sooner. I'm trying to think, what are some of my thought processes? If you would have, acknowledged this sooner, then things could be different. But I also have to say that things come in their own time. And, yes, I was still pondering, this is really hard. Can I keep doing it? And I think I can. It's just going to be me trying to figure out what that innovation looks like so that I can share this journey with you. And so really, it's most importantly, it's overcoming the challenges of what's happening in my mind. So how much easier was it knowing that if I ran into a challenge or made a mistake that I could innovate? Because I still live in that world sometimes where I have to do everything perfectly, even though perfection doesn't exist. It was still, it was still easier than before to go, okay, you know what? I need to pivot right now because it's just too much. And that means there's got to be another way or another plan of action or a different way of doing it. Who knows? Maybe I will start just recording a video a week, or I definitely love doing the meditations, and I've had a plan for that, but it might just be a 1 day a week thing. Hey, this is what I learned about me, and here's how I learned it this week. I have no idea right now. I'm totally open to your recommendations on how to innovate and still share this journey with you guys. So what is possible in the world because you can innovate? Well, a lot is possible because now I can look outside of what the norm is and go, maybe that's not the best way. Maybe there's a better way. And when I can do that, it's easier to be curious and discover new ways of doing things. So I would love to hear from you. How might your mistakes have led to innovation? These videos will be located in the playlist, Mistakes, the Secret Weapon of Innovation. I'm Angela, and this is me making sense of myself.